We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. This is the book one in a new series that he's starting about a detective duo. They are solving a murder and starting a family business. And I think the novel was really good in setting up the main characters that we're going to follow throughout the series, as well as introducing the type of crimes they're going to solve and giving them a reason to like start this whole new family crime solving business. So Steve Wheeler is a retired cop, I think, and yeah, with his retired life, he does investigations where he helps people find their lost pets, and they pay him like an insane amount of money. And then there's Amy Wheeler, his daughter-in-law, and she is a bodyguard. She's a bodyguard for like really famous people, or like really wealthy people. But she's like a personal bodyguard, and she works for an agency where she gets like sent out to do these different things. And then shenanigans ensue when she's on assignment, and it turns out that while protecting her client, people start coming after her. There's massive like money smuggling dude. It's like person in charge of a massive money smuggling, money laundering operation is coming after her and wants to kill her, and he's kind of pinning all his crimes on her as well. And he's putting all these crimes on her as well. So they start investigating, and she enlists the help of, well, her client, because she still needs to protect this famous author whose life is also in danger. And then she enlists the help of her bodyguard. So there's a lot of crazy characters and interesting antics. I liked the dynamics between the characters more than the actual story that happened, but the story itself was intriguing enough that it kind of kept you going. You know, you want to kind of see what happens to these characters. And yeah, I think that's good. This did a really nice job of setting up the reason for it's like episode one in a series where it kind of brings all the characters together and gives reasons for them to be together and all that jazz. So I am looking forward to continuing in the series. Seeing when I watch like serialized crime novels, when I read serialized crime novels, it's less about the actual thing that's happening in that specific novel. For me, it's more about the characters and seeing how they go about getting through the different situations that they're thrust into. And obviously they won't just be some ragtag gang of investigators and crime investigators, but they're like, you know, they're highly skilled professionals, and they have a famous author backing them, which I think is interesting. There are also some future setups, future things that are set up. Like there's a relationship between the author and the father-in-law, and then there are some dynamics of Amy and her partner or husband, and just like have this small little town where their headquarters are based. I'm having all of that just fleshed out over the next however long the series is. That will be fun. And I think that is the key thing in these kind of novels, is like it's the biggest story. It's like Grey's Anatomy or Law and Order and those kind of, The Good Wife and those kind of shows. Like whatever happens episodically needs to be interesting enough to get you through the episode, to make you watch the episode. But it's not really about the events of that episode. It's about how those events impact your main characters and their overall growth. Yeah. So that was fun. That was a fun way to spend my weekend. That's first book out of 50 that I've read, and right now I'm reading, what am I reading now? I just started Blank last night by Malcolm Gladwell.